Hello there, and welcome to Cinema Nerd. I'm Ibby, and today I'm going to be reacting to the official trailer for Dune Part 2, releasing, of course, in November of this year. I absolutely love the first film. It covers the first half of this book, Dune Part 1, essentially. It won several Oscars. It deserved all of them. Denis Villeneuve is one of my favorite filmmakers working today. He's truly a mastermind, and it's pretty much an unadaptable book that he managed to adapt incredibly. Sorry, David Lynch, you didn't really do it. I have not read the entirety of the book, and it's very difficult to get me to read a book. But that first movie made me read the book. But halfway through it, I was thinking, okay, I don't want to be spoiled for the kind of film that Denis Villeneuve and all his collaborators, all the incredible cast members, are constructing for this movie. I know it's going to be another technical marvel. It comes out the same day as The Marvels. I'm definitely seeing this one first. But yeah, again, I'm in between videos at the moment. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I'm seeing it tomorrow, and I will be releasing a video about it this weekend. I'll be reviewing it. And then I'm also working on probably the I forgot English. The single biggest project I have ever worked on this channel. It's a video that is going to be at least an hour long. It's very in-depth, it's very much scripted, and it's about a movie that released roughly 5 years ago today. So if you can figure that out, I think it's pretty obvious, but yeah, it's a full critique of that movie, and I'm really working hard on it. But while we're still in between videos, just as the last one, let's check out this trailer. Please make sure to subscribe, smash that like button, and comment down below to join the conversation so you can support the channel. I really do appreciate it. Without further ado, let's watch.
It's breathtaking. When you see sand here,
Wait,
imagine water. If you dive in, you can't reach. It's breathtaking. When you see sand here, imagine water. If you dive in, you can't reach the bottom.
You dive in.
Yes, it's called swimming.
I don't believe you.
Feels like Zendaya is actually in the movie this time.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets. But the darkest of them all may remain.
Hey, Florence Pugh!
The end of House Atreides.
Your father didn't believe in revenge.
What if Paul Atreides were still alive?
Yeah, he is. Gurney! Ooh. A lot of things happening very fast. Whoa, huh? Yeah.
Have you ever had a dream about your first ride?
Oh, the sandwich? No way.
Don't try to impress anyone. You're brave, we all know that. Be simple. Be direct.
Visuals are impressive as always.
Nothing fancy.
I understand. Nothing fancy.
Yo. That's pretty sick.
You will never lose me, Paul Atreides.
There's
gave
so
them
much
something
happening.
to hope for.
That's not hope! May thy knife chip and shatter.
The score is brilliant, don't get me wrong, but I do find the kind of funny. Like, when I rewatched Dune on HBO, because luckily I saw it in theaters the first time, which it was an incredible experience. Again, a technical masterpiece. I thought it was dope, and then rewatching it, having known what was going to happen, I heard, you see Oscar Isaac's character, well, spoilers for the first one, you see Oscar Isaac's character, Duke Leto Atreides, Paul's father. you see him, bite the tooth, and it's simultaneously epic, simultaneously humbling and pathetic, and simultaneously noble. So well made. And then you just say, I won't lie, I laughed. But yeah, that was a pretty spectacular trailer, very dense, a lot of stuff happening very quickly. Again, seems like Zendaya is actually in the movie this time. Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya, their dynamic will probably be a big part of it. Seem like they have some kind of romance subplot, whatever. Okay, so let's break this down.
It's breathtaking.
With the sands.
When you see sand here, imagine water. If you dive in, you can't reach the bottom.
Okay.
You dive in.
Yes, it's called swimming.
I don't believe you.
Okay. I have nothing to say here. I mean, she's Fremen. She grew up on Arrakis her whole life. That just makes sense.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Nothing really to say there. Usually when I do these analysis parts, I look into it very deeply, and then I miss a lot of stuff and it's stupid, but really, I have nothing whatsoever to say here.
Arrakis lie many secrets.
Okay. That makes... Yeah. She's riding the Lady Jessica, Rebecca Ferguson, of course, riding
Lie many
in some Fremen vehicle.
secrets. But the darkest of them all may remain.
Ah, so this is Florence Pugh's character. She's like the princess or something along those lines. Some part of the royal family. The cast of the first movie was already spectacular. Obviously you had Timothée Chalamet, Oscar Isaac, Rebecca Ferguson, Zendaya for 90 seconds, Javier Bardem, we see him a lot in this trailer, Josh Brolin, what's his name? Jason Momoa, I don't know how I forget his name. And then we have the additions of Florence Pugh, Austin Butler, Christopher Walken, I don't know, maybe some others. But yeah, but the darkest of them all may remain. So, the thing is, I've read only up to the part where the first movie ends of the book of Frank Herbert's original novel. Apparently this half, the back half, the latter half, is stronger than the first. It's even better, which I did quite enjoy. The first half, I mean, kind of boring to be honest, but books very much struggle to keep my attention span. But yeah, I'm very much anticipating the actual narrative level. I really don't know how this is all going to go down. The lore of Dune is so expansive and deep and rich. It's one of the holes in my nerddom. It's one of those few properties that I don't know too much about. I know more than, what the movie says, but even then, I don't know all of the very much expansive backstory and lore. So I am very much looking to explore it more, and I'm looking forward to that.
May remain.
Okay, more stuff. Beyond Fear. I don't like when trailers do that. The only text on screen should be like marketing material exclusively, like the cast members, the director, the release date, some stuff like that. I don't like these like cheesy title card style lines. Hans Zimmer, you're a mastermind. This is also comedic gold. Okay. So this dude, he's burning something. I can provide no further context. This is very abstract.
The end of House Atreides.
Some portrait of Leto. Kind of looks like an AI made this portrait. This kind of looks funny.
Your father didn't believe in revenge.
Okay. So revenge against who? The Harkonnens, I presume? Obviously the Emperor survived. Baron Harkonnen. So... Is he going for revenge against the Harkonnens? That seems to be the obvious direction. Again, it's been 2 years. I haven't seen the movie since 2021, and I haven't read the book since the same time. So I'm pretty much going in blind, even though technically I've read and seen the source material. So yeah. So yeah, I've heard things about Paul. Timothée Chalamet does a great job, but I hear, first of all, he's gonna have more to sink his teeth into with this one, and second, that he's sort of a commentary on the traditional hero's journey archetype. Is he a classical hero's journey, classical sci-fi fiction fantasy protagonist of mythology and such, or is he more of the subversion? I hope they do something more interesting there, because Dune is not, like, too traditional of a story as far as I know. Again, I haven't read it all. I haven't finished it all. My biggest complaint with the first movie is that it feels like it goes on 20 minutes too long, as if, you know, the stuff with the Harkonnen attack on Arrakis and House Atreides should have been, you know, fleshed out more, and everything there should have been more in depth. And then it feels like as if in the Two Towers, imagine if Frodo and Sam met Gollum at the end of Fellowship of the Ring. Like, no, that makes the pacing kind of weird. That's like 20, 30 minutes too long. So I feel like the cutoff point was kind of odd. But everything else, I loved about it. And it was one of my favorite movies of 2021. And apparently this one's going to be better. So hopefully it is. But I am very much interested. My point is, I'm interested in where the story goes. Yori will rise. I don't care. Is it just me, or is this like a purposely like low quality shot? Obviously this part is out of focus. The foreground is quite literally the ground. You see rubble and such. I really don't know what's happening here. Again, abstract,
What if polished
symbolic imagery.
Atreides were still alive?
He is. Like objectively. Garen Halleck is of course still alive. Apparently Josh Brolin is very different from what it is. Why am I saying apparently? Yes, he's very different than he was in the book. He's kind of like this, you know, more joyous dude than Josh Brolin being a little serious. And then Austin Butler looks dope. Like, if I didn't know that this facial structure was Austin Butler, I would not know that was Elvis right there. I very much hope he's able to outgrow Elvis, because he's, in real life, kind of just been Elvis for the past couple of years, because, I don't know, he transformed way too much for the role that was very, very close to winning him an Oscar. Obviously, I'm very happy that Brendan Fraser won, but he was definitely the runner-up there. Him and Colin Farrell, I would say. Paul Mescal as well. But yeah, he's a great actor. I'd like to see what he's capable of. Hopefully he gets more screen time than like Dave Bautista did in the last movie. Is Dave Bautista still gonna be in this movie? I think he is. But yeah, this makeup, the first movie, did it win the makeup and hairstyling Oscar? Or no, that was The Eyes of Tammy Faye. But already, this dude looks like the Blue Man Group if the Blue Man Group was the White Man Group, which sounds kind of offensive, but anyway. Again, amazing visuals. This one here very much reminds me of two things. One, the color palette of, you know, Blade Runner 2049, which is probably my favorite Denis Villeneuve movie. Dune is probably my third favorite of his films. The first is between Blade Runner and Prisoners, which I believe are strongest. I think this very much has the chance of surpassing both of them. And as a duology of movies, this could be really great. This color palette, it looks, you know, the vivid imagery, the orange, and then it kind of looks like Mad Max, the oppressively oversaturated, overly warm colors. Because this doesn't look like the more, you know, grounded, deserty look of Arrakis, so this looks pretty interesting. Is this a vision of some sort? I really don't know. Really interesting. So he is in this movie. I don't know what I was talking about. He's in it. Okay, so we got Jabba the Hutt over here. Sorry, Baron Harkonnen. Okay. Someone's getting shot at. I don't know who that is. Is that some person in a Fremen suit? Is that I don't know if that's Paul or Zendaya. Okay, again. Okay, there's Zendaya there. It's a shot of her looking concerned, presumably. She's got the blue eyes. Is this? Who is this? Why am I forgetting this is this? Because I recognize her face. Who is this human being? I genuinely do not remember. Hold on, I gotta Google this. Dune 2 cast. Because I recognize her. I just don't know where I recognize her from. Leah Seydoux? Is that her? Yeah, she's from the Bond movies. Yes, she's from the Daniel Craig Bond movies. She was in French Dispatch. Ghost Protocol. Yes, I do know who she is. Yeah, she's a good actor. I had no idea she was in this, but I'm glad she is. Okay. Don't know who she is. Probably related to the whole Emperor side of things. Four fingers and some kind of lock thing. Everybody with the Fremen on Arrakis. Was that Javier Bardem? I don't know. Okay. Again. Orange color. Oops. Orange color palette. Hold up. The screaming was the yelling, the chanting was in sync with the scoop. That's hilarious. Hold on. You can imagine that it's coming from him. I think that must have been on purpose, but again, it's really funny. Okay, that's hilarious. Okay. Okay, is this... I don't know. I'm having that effect, whatever you call it, where it's hard to tell who someone is when you're seeing their face upside down. Let me flip my head upside down. That's Rebecca Ferguson, right? That's Lady Jessica, I think. Yeah, it is. And she's got the spice eyes. Don't know what's happening there. See, this is a good use of the title card, because it's not cheesy or stupid. Okay, so that was all pretty symbolic, and then we're seeing the thing with the sandworm.
You ever had a dream about your first ride?
Presumably on a sandworm and not something else. Thumper. This was brilliant on the sound design front.
Don't try to impress anyone.
Javier was so dope in the first movie for his limited screen time again. Okay. Let's do weapons here.
You're brave, we all know
Costume design is
that.
great again. Same as the first movie.
Be simple. Be direct.
The beast. I love the way this is presented. It feels very similar to the vibe that the movie is actually going to give, which is very good on the trailer's part. I don't know what's happening here. He's chilling. Is he hanging on to the worm right now? I can't tell. Again, this is all kind of the
Nothing
same
fancy.
sequence. This is from earlier. And then he's gonna do something fancy. I know it. Okay, so he's riding on the thing. Is he? I can't tell. I genuinely do not know what's going on. This is the least productive, constructive analysis ever. I am not analyzing anything. Okay. Okay, so he's... This is a dope shot. This is fantastic. Okay, so he throws it, lands on it. Love that camera movement following it. Very much in his perspective. Yeah, he's definitely on his path. Zendaya's watching nervously. Oh, he's gonna be able to do it. He's my new boyfriend. Sorry, Tom Holland. Okay, so...
Nothing fancy.
He's doing something fancy. I mean, the vocalization... Javier's just stunned. Oh my god, he did it! Yeah, that's kind of weird. Is that Zendaya? That's not Zendaya, is it? Doesn't look like Zendaya. So yeah, they're saying, oh my god, he did it. Our white savior. Hopefully they're subverting the white savior trope and not just making him a white savior. I think that's what they're doing. I think. I can't tell. So, this year. That's very vague. You should have said, like, this November or this holiday season or something. This Thanksgiving. Right? Ornithopters flying. Again, their design was so incredibly cool. I'm very interested as to why these scenes are all presented in black and white. Is it a flashback of some sort? Because I don't believe we got any flashbacks in the original. Or is this just what this environment looks like? Does the atmosphere just make everything like black and white? I don't know. I love the high contrast look. You'll never lose me, Paul. I have a very nice ceiling right now. I'm just gonna look at the ceiling. Okay, is it over? Okay. Long what? Live. Ooh. I forgot what the caption says. Austin Butler and Bond Lady, Bond Girl. The fighters.
We gave them something to hope for.
Okay, so some internal
We
debate.
gave them
So
something
he's writing the
to
same
hope
over again.
for.
He's giving some cool speech. Again! Epic shot! They're going with the Fremen to do something. I don't know. Take back Arrakis? I don't know. I genuinely don't.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
That's a dope line. Now, it could be super cringy, but he delivers it
Chip.
well. Who is this? Is this Austin
May
Butler?
thy
I think it's Austin Butler. Dang, that's gonna be cool.
shatter.
Yeah! Yeah, so here we get the whole cast. I was mixing up Chalamet and cast. Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, hopefully in the movie this time. She's getting second billing, so she better. Rebecca Ferguson, Josh Brolin, Austin Butler, Florence Pugh, Dave Bautista, Christopher Walken. I can't do a Christopher Walken impression. But do we see him in this? Is he in the trailer? I genuinely don't think so. He's the Emperor, right? That's interesting. Stephen McKinley Henderson, who I don't know who that is. Leah Sado, Stellan Skarsgård. Yeah, he is of course Baron Harkonnen. With Charlotte Rampling, don't know, and Javier Bardem. Very cool. Filmed for IMAX. Definitely IMAX is the way to go when seeing this. I'm so glad because Warner Brothers did the stupid day and date release thing with this movie that they were doing in 2021, which is completely dumb. I managed to see this movie in theaters. It was actually Halloween Day of 2021, and I'm so glad I did. And it wasn't an IMAX, so seeing this on an IMAX presentation, that would be awesome. Because, obviously, these were done separately. They really should have been made back-to-back, right? Warner Brothers should have let them do that. And Legendary. But they didn't. They didn't allow them to do that. They didn't allow them to do it Lord of the Rings style, because, frankly, this is the second half of Dune 1's story. And they really should have planned accordingly to that. Now, I don't know where that went wrong, but that's what should have been done. So, I think the visuals here are going to be just as great, if not more great, than what the first movie was able to offer.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
Somehow that life doesn't sound stupid.
Chip and shatter.
May thy knife chip and shatter. That's dope.
And shatter.
Yeah! Alright, so I am ready for Denis Villeneuve's second installment in this duology adapting Frank Herbert's Frank Herbert's legendary novel. And this is gonna be one of the sci-fi franchises, one of the sci-fi films for the ages. I'm very excited for this. What do you all think of this trailer? Does it get you more interested in this movie? Does it, raise your excitement level, or do you think this looks lame? I don't know how you can think this looks lame. It looks pretty cool to me. It looks pretty great to me. If you didn't like the first movie, are you interested in this one whatsoever? Have you read the book? Does this look promising to you on the front of an adaptation? I genuinely don't know, but I know I am going to be seeing this opening weekend. So yeah, that's the video. Again, more well-produced video will be coming this weekend and more to come. This is, again, just kind of in-between videos. Hopefully you enjoyed it regardless. I've been enjoying doing these trailer reaction videos. I like to, talk more than just watching the trailer once, talking about it for 30 seconds and then leaving. Hopefully you enjoyed. If not, please give me feedback in the comment section down below. Generally speaking, leave your thoughts down below. Please make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, enable notifications for more videos, including that 1-hour project I am working on, and a lot of more cinema content. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you all next time.